Time to continue on Grand Theft Auto 3 and with a new mission.
You weren't followed. Good. This is it. I'm way over my head and I'm starting to drown here. The CIA seems to have a vested interest in Spank and they don't like us screwing with the cartel. I'm a marked man, so I'm getting out of here. Get me to my flight at the airport and I'll make it worth your while.
Well, this is very simple and plain mission. Get a car, drive Ray to where he's meant to get, where he's supposed to go, which is to say airport. And you can't use the bridge because if you try to use bridge you get shot to pieces. And this big mission demands speed and use of tunnel because hey, the tunnel is quite unintuitive to find, although you actually, and it is much more cluttered by traffic than the regular path. So that's it. It's really strange to actually in a Grand Theft Auto University somebody who is actually knows when to fold them. As in something that they know that when they have gone to a difficult situation, that their best idea is to just cut their losses and get the hell out of there before things get any worse for them. That is to say. And well, Ray of it, usually there's something that they keep pursuing idiotic vengeance about whatever's like has happened to them, and they just eventually will get killed. Well, yeah. Grand Theft Auto Universe is something about it's filled with stupid and opposite and greedy. And these sports cars are fast as hell and they also control quite nicely, but they don't tend to take damage well, or at least you could say that because they are so fast, they get the damage a lot when you ram them into whatever. And well, at least that's kind of reasonable traffic behavior from the game. That there's a truck, so it has to. Oh yeah, I usually thought that the cars just more or less randomly drive about like whatever. Drunken fuck up, so however you wanna call it. And for some reason they are starting to shoot at me. But yeah, no problem.
Here's the kid in the lockup. You find some cash in the surprises stash in case things go bad. See you around.
Well, Ray is about to get his flight out of here, so he's having a good time and can be counted as a survivor to this game, or at least in this stuff. So let's go and see that can I return without being shot to pieces. Because if not, then I just have to go another route. Well, they are shooting at me, but they don't seem to shoot at me that much. And of course the fact that I don't need to use the wall bridge, I can use just a part of it, makes this much more simpler. Regarding the entry to the bridge, not the wall bridge. Whee! And Grand Theft Auto School of Driving. It doesn't matter how insane you can always trust the car to be quite endurable against blunt trauma like driving off the cliff. That guy is a maniac. Well, it would be really interesting to notice that if Grand Theft Auto game would keep track of every crime you commit, like traffic violations and Also, batteries. It of course keeps the track of murders and explodings and all that, those kind of things, but not of those lesser crimes you all do in these games. So that would be quite a bit. I think the list would be very long. So, Ray got into Miami. I guess that's neighboring city of Vice City, but he has never appeared again in Grand Theft Auto games, and which makes it also that he also, and the fact that Robert Loggia is dead nowadays means that he cannot reappear in any form. And of course, knowing that this 3D version of Grand Theft Auto is different set of continuity than the HD verse, which has Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5. But there was a bulletproof car and ammunition enough to destroy a small army. So that but Ray no longer employs us, mostly because he ain't here. He just managed to get the hell out of this place. So now it's time to get a job from Asuka again. See what she has to do. Yep, time to use the lift.
Miguel seems to think I'm mistreating him. Still, he's revealed the extent to which Catalina fears your quest for revenge. She has 3 death squads dotted around Liberty, whose sole job is to hunt you down. Act as the bait and get the death squads to follow you to Pike Creek, where some of my men will be waiting for them.
Old-fashioned way, yeah. And death squads. So, yeah, time to lure them assholes in to their deaths. And knowing that the Grand Theft Auto protagonists usually are horrifyingly violent and aggressive or vicious, there's no reason not to assume that. Yeah, it looks like it's in a shore side. Of course, now, why I didn't even think about that. Of course it has to be a mission in shoreside, so, because that place has already been opened, so of course there's gonna be missions there as well, so you actually get to see that place as well. They wouldn't build a elaborate set for a game if they did not intend you to go to there. Bit silly thinking of me, but time to try to get some very annoying bastard and just lure the fuckers in. And what are they even running? Well, there's one of them right in front. Hello, follow me. Oh yeah, now they see me. Come on, dude, follow me. And there's the... Actually, it wasn't here. Oh yeah, and they, of course, they don't know anything about Come on, boys, come here. Alright, one death squad down. And unfortunately, so went down my ambush squad as well. And I'm gonna loot the ammo just because I can. But they're cartel henchmen. Guys, armed thugs wearing flashy shirts. That's a weird combination of word. Flashy shirts. But there's another death squad of idiots. There you go. Follow me, you idiot. Can't catch me. But they do drive quite well. Oh yeah, that solved one. That solved it again. And because I'm not doing the killing part, there's no wanted on me. And of course I loot some corpses. Being a scavenger. Scavenging being a good form of business, at least occasionally to somebody. Maybe. But Short-Sight Whale could appear, you could say it's the most grungiest feeling place of the entire Grand Theft Auto 3, but it also has the fanciest built houses here, which means it's the most it has the most juxtaposition of the all zones, as it has this very fancy, rich places, but also has very...
Find my car.
But it also has very much lower class residences. There's the assholes coming. Come on, idiots, follow me. Oh, looks like the Yakuza boys are dead. But they are afraid to start shooting of their own. I think I can make use of that. With hand grenades. What the fuck was that idiot doing there? Just standing around looking stupid. Well, that mission was done, and it looks like there's still more jobs for us to be done for Asuka, so I guess I have to get back to her. Oh god. Return trip, and time to go and do more job for her.
Miguel certainly has some of that famous Latin stamina. I'm quite exhausted. We underestimated Catalina's plans for Spank. It reaches far beyond the yardies selling it on the street corners. The Cartel have a front company, the Kappa Coffee House. They've been selling Spank through the street stalls. We have no choice but to put these drug stands out of operation. Smash them to splinters.
Old-fashioned plan. So I guess I have to go and find those stalls. And I have of course just a limited amount of time to do so. I wonder how much do I have. I wonder how much do I need to actually cause damage to them before they actually get smart and notice that. There was a bunch of fucking yardies over here. Not just a bunch of there's a fucking army of yardies. They're making a fucking war. Things are not going too well. Oh, and 1 out of 9. But that's the first of them, I hope. Oh yeah, they appear to pop up to your map once you cruise around. Two out of 9. I hope I don't mess this mission up. This yardie's got me unneeded amount of headache. Being just so eager to fight and of course knowing that there has been caused a big amount of destruction and damage. Well, yardies were allied with the Cartel and yeah, your stall is in history of that equip. Nobody cares that it's history anymore. Oh, so that wasn't my car which caught the light. But still, I need a new set of wheels. Fast ones. Or at least functional ones like a taxi. And oh yeah, it's the stall which catches on fire. How in hell they would catch fire, I don't know, but they do. So I have to now drive to the Portland. That's the least maze-like place, and annoyingly they it's a bit of clunky design that you have to drive to all the other places, districts or zones or however you want to call them, to do this mission. Well, this driving around makes it quite inconvenient to do these missions. Of course, that's the weird point of it. They're selling, those dudes are have stolen Nelson Mandela's crack abyss recipe, and now they're selling it as well. So yeah, they're crooks. They deserve to die a lot, big time too. Well, I hope I can find it in here. Once again, and another.
Come on, man.
Oh yeah, now I've actually found one. And now I have to be very wary of mafia guys, because those dudes usually carry shotguns. And shotguns are very dangerous weapons in this game. Mostly because they can do a shitload of damage to you. 6 out of 9. Which means that careless driving around with a shotgun on dudes will quite likely get you blown to hell by point blank range of shotgun, which for some reason they have bizarre mystical powers of destruction which more or less blow you up. Alright, I've pulled things out, so now I have to speed up to the shoreside rail, and there's 2 of them there. I don't think those stalls are determinately placed there. I think they're more like random something that you go here, it's an area there, and now it's generated over there and it appears in your map. I think that's the way they've done it. It's a bit random. 5 on the Staunton Island and 3 on the... Actually, no, 4 on Staunton Island or something. 3 on Portland and 2 at the shoreside. And when the engine is screaming loud. And the shoreside rail's worst part in geography is not... well, it's in the verticality. Some of the places are much lower than the others, and the map usually doesn't tell you exactly how is it upper or lower, so it's much more complicated to navigate than Staunton or Portland, which are mostly flat plains. And this one is not flat, it's multi-leveled. And there's one. I'm not gonna drive there, I'm just gonna... Well, actually I am driving there mostly because I probably have enough time for that. And Francis International Airport. Place where all kinds of crooks travel in and out of Liberty City, LC. Yep, that stall is history. Punk noodles. Why they are called punk? I don't know. I personally don't like noodles much. Not... I do understand there's certain uses and need and perks, but I just don't like them. Of course, but knowing that the noodles probably are something like a chicken, as in they're by themselves so very bland, mild in taste that you can just use any kind of spices and flavorings to make them completely your own dish, which might explain why, at least why chicken is so, in a sense, popular. Your history. And car was also history. And there's still jobs for Asuka, so I had to go and go to her again. Well, the stores have blown up, so time to go and see more job. SAM.
Do we technically some more now or just wait for it to turn black and fall off?
Give it a quick prod.
Oh, what is that gooey yellow stuff? Hey, babe!
My handyman.
I was bored, so I came over to keep Asuka company.
She's got the makings of a natural, this girl. She's managed to extract this little gem from our guest. There's a plane coming into Francis International in 2 hours' time. It is full of Catalina's poison. You can avoid airport security by getting a boat out to the runway light buoys and shooting the plane down on its approach. Collect the cargo from the debris and stash it.
Oh, you be careful now, okay, baby?
Now try the chili oil.
No, but judging by the dialogue, Mr. Miguel of Cartel is in great amount of pain, and once you add the chili oil, it probably just doesn't make him anything less great amount of pain he is in. But more of these missions of get through, come here, drive to the other side of the city, do something, and if you fail, come back and do it again. But now it's time to do some blow up airplane. And so I can get to blowing up the airplane, I have to use a boat. That's... well... and I really hope I don't... Yep, I survived and wrecked the car again. And there's the rocket. Although I did have quite plenty of rocket ammo myself. Yep, to the boat. So driving now to the buoy. But using the boat. Row, row, row your boat. I don't know how that song goes, but I do know that it's in the Dirty Harry film. That's a great film. Violent, but not in a sense you might... in a sense. Alright, now I just have to wait for the plane to arrive. I must use the bazooka from the boat. Now this waiting part is not the most exciting thing, but it's really noticing that as the Grand Theft Auto 3 came out, it got a very good, it got lots of good, it got great reviews, so which of course might explain why it's a classic game. And of course nowadays, about almost 20 years later, or something like 20 years later, it does feel its age can be seen very much, and it's the video gaming itself is already feels quite old medium, as in that, well, there's the great crash of 1983, and then which ended the first generation of consoles, and then the second generation of started by Nintendo, well, was the one which actually resurrected it, and then it's been gone on to, I guess this is the 7th generation. There's the plane. Yep, plane is history.
There he goes! His pocket's dead!
And the fucking coppers are here shooting at me.
I prefer a moving target. You want to get some help there?
Alright, where's the cop? There it was. And the fact that my boat just blew up to hell means I can't drive this anymore, means I have failed this mission completely. Not directly, indirectly. So I guess I have to go and I must do the suicide. And come back here later. I'll be meeting in hell. Alright, any second now, and the weather is very good for smuggling. Rain and sleet and all that, and luckily I have the radar. Trying to aim in this bad visual, visual. Yep, that plane's history.
Stop! We have you covered! Stop immediately!
And the plane's explosion is not completely, you could say.
Hell, you're dead anyway!
It does have some meaning. And well,
This is the LCPD!
and this is a rocket. Gather the drugs, but I think they probably would have blown them quite severely destroyed if that guy is dead. And now I have to get the drugs back. And that might be take a bit might be a bit complicated maneuvering demand. For the Staunton Island doesn't have so much of those places you can get with a boat, and I can't really remember that was it even possible to get to there, that island, get to Staunton from Shoreside Whale, at least from Portland it was, but if I do remember right, is that you cannot get from Portland to Shoreside Whale with a boat. Not directly, you have to switch it up to something, and now I'm being fucking shot at.
You're dead, big boy!
I am not big boy, I'm just a violent sociopathic man. Oh, there's some sort of pier. Oh yeah, there are some harbor here.
Definitely gonna kill you! Clear status, stop! Now!
And why in hell are those...
Target, you wanna get some help, man? You're making things worse for yourself!
Oh yes, indeed you are, by forcing me to use my biggest and heaviest artillery firepower. And look at that, now I got 6-star wanted level. That's quite difficult, and it may take some effort to get through to construction site, so I'm gonna break it here, just because I don't wanna see me getting shot to pieces by military. And back. That was actually easier to just go and get a car instead of boat. But yeah. Oh, damn. Looks like Asuka Kartellin came and had a bit of a payback for me causing difficulties to them. And this in a sense feels to be start of a finalizing mission, and the fact that she demands ransom money, it's time to actually go and write to the Shoreside Rail safe house. Actually, not do more than just that. I'm just gonna go and loot, or not loot, steal the car of the Actually, not steal. He gave it. Retrieve the bulletproof car and drive to the shoreside whale safe house. And well, this is a good game. It has not aged so gracefully, but the reasons why it established Grand Theft Auto as a established the whole sandbox genre of large playing area that you can explore and cause mayhem without actually doing any specific progress to the game itself. There's a reason why that is so prevalent thing nowadays in gaming, because Rockstar figured it out. Of course there is gating and all that kind of things, but looks like the only big criminals left in this city still alive. Well, Donald Love went missing. Ray he left to Miami, but he's alive. And that Ray's army buddy Phil, he's alive and still and around. And of course, from Mafia there's Joey and Tony are still alive, so there might be, if the order of succession within the family is not well defined, there's about to be internal squabblings which might lead to mass amounts of murder and stuff. But still, Mafia has been crippled but not killed. Yakuza has more or less probably been killed completely, as in both leaders are dead. El Burro of the Diablos appears to be well, and the same applies to King Courtney. But this is perhaps one of the most grungiest and dinkiest and bleakest looking places of the entire Grand Theft Auto 3. Even though when there are sports cars driving around, this feels some sort of spawn of urban decay and all that kind of nonsense, and the fact that there's a payphone missions as well, so it is time to actually next time to do those payphone missions before the finale of Grand Theft Auto. But time to go and save and do the payphone missions just to get the money. I'll see you next time. See ya.